human being. As a human being, I'm not that person. I broadcast
these videos. They're disgusting, man, because there's actual victims out here. Victoria, look, there's victims. There's victims.
So yeah, that's probably a good place to stop the video. My name is Channel the Man's Voice, and we're back with another reaction video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bell so you never miss an upload. So this is Bouncer, and this is surviving Victoria Everest, the saga that continues to come and the story continues to unwind. So this is straight after you know, the Trend Centrl interview, and also when she stood up Bouncer and Jay Avalanche for the snow stream. So then Victoria Everest, the girl that was seen lying on camera setting up her ex-boyfriend for grape, jumped onto Trend Central's TikTok live so they could have a reaction and ask some questions. So
and now, like, it's hard to be, like, it's hard even to prove these cases.
We really need to just focus on that for a second. The amount of women that talk about how hard it is to get justice, especially as being a victim for grape or essay, okay, and how statistically proven how hard it is. And then you have Victoria Everest lying on camera. Do you know how much damage has caused to women? So I'm really happy that Bouncer has highlighted this, because she's caused irreparable damage.
And you've been filmed here, and you've been saying these things. The only reason why my man got released because of the videos. So now, yeah, afterwards, Victoria, just understand this. Yeah, I'm not coming on the live to attack you or whatnot. I rift in our culture. You get me? Like, it is.
Definitely, this Victoria Everest scandal has caused a rift in the culture. It's definitely caused much discussion, primarily following the Ginger J scandal and the Miss Our Fabulous scandal and the Shireen Green and ice cream. You know, the energy and the reaction has been different.
I can see it. I can see it totally.
And I want you to understand, yeah. Look, Jason's an innocent man. He's an innocent man. He went to jail for 7 months. He's an innocent man. For the same sort of games that you played with Denzel, Jason's an innocent man. And
Jason and Denzel were two separate men and two separate relationships that she had that spanned across 7 or 8 years, okay? Denzel doesn't know Jason, and Jason does not know Denzel. The mention of the two names and the two relationships is only put here to confuse you. Denzel was the guy that Gucci Walker went undercover to help. Jason was a separate relationship she had 7 years or how many years afterwards. They are not the same person, and they're not on the same time.
Went through, I can't even speak on, because that's his own truth. But what I'm gonna say to you, yeah, this year, you're mentioning, look, Gucci is the good guy. Gucci is the good guy. Just not making it out that Gucci is the bad guy.
Yeah, shout out Gucci, man, Gucci Walker. He did not want all his attention, and he's actually shies away from it. It's us that are forcing him pretty much to you know, come to platforms to speak about it. He did the right thing, and she keeps trying to go onto platforms to gaslight and to try to act as if Gucci was paid to do this, and no, he was not paid. The Victoria gaslighting thing, the scandal, it's everyone versus her and every man versus her, and everyone's got something in with her, but the common denominator is her.
He didn't get blackmailed. He hasn't sold nothing.
And this whole narrative she's trying to spin, she was blackmailed 10,000 for Jason. If not, he would release the video, and she didn't want to pay it, so she said release the video. It is more gaslighting than trying to create a reason why everybody's against her. But remember, she lied on the man and put him into jail. That's the whole reason. That's what it comes down to. It is not the world against Victoria Everest, all right? You're not that special, Victoria. You're not that special.
You know, share my deepest apologies to those people who have been in those situations that have been affected. I'm not taking that away, for sure. Okay, yes, it has happened over 8 years ago, but the reality is it still happened. I
don't think she really fully understands the damage that she's caused. And when anyone tries to make her aware, she keeps talking about, oh, yes, this happened to me even though it was 8 years ago. She keeps moving the timeline, okay? And in one instance, she's acting like, oh, I don't know why everyone cares about a video that was filmed 10 years ago. But another paragraph or another sentence, she's like, oh, in actual fact, it was this years ago. So you either care about the time frame or you don't, Victoria.
In a very scorned place, like probably thousands of women that are in those situations that say completely angry things when they're, you know, in a toxic cycle with them.
I don't think you understand, setting a man up for grape it's not what someone does when they're angry. That is something that someone does when they seriously have mental health issues and illness of some form, and they need serious help.
With their partner, but the reality is, I had to face the music. I had to pay the price. Like you said, I have the tangible, long-term criminal record.
She keeps talking about her criminal record. She didn't go to jail, okay? She didn't. So sentences for women are always light anyway. But don't let her gaslight you to make you think she went and did some hard time. She didn't. She never went to jail. Didn't she get like community service? So don't allow her to gaslight you to make you think she's really
against my name. The situation, the relationship with Jason lasted almost maybe three months before he got arrested, and for the first time, and that was several years ago.
Jason is not the guy she was talking about when she was filmed by Gucci Walk, okay? Jason is someone that has come, in her words, 7, 8, 10 years after now, only a few years ago. So she's attempting to confuse you, but Jason has nothing to do with the original video from Gucci. Pay attention, guys. Jason has nothing to do with the original video.
It was a recent relationship. It wasn't 10 years ago. The relationship I was with Denzel Denzel and I were in a relationship for over 18 months.
So let's just get the timeline straight for a second. So Jason was in a relationship for a couple years ago. Denzel, which she only dated for 3 months before the violence. Denzel was the one which she was 8 years ago, 10 years ago. And they were in a relationship for 18 months. Denzel is the guy who she put into jail and lied on. Jason is someone else that came afterwards. They're not the same guy. They're not the same timeline. They're not from the same video.
I remember at the time there was a previous girlfriend of his, Zoe, who warned me. She said to me, this guy's a narcissist. She'd taken him to court. He confused it to her. She had a paper file that was like huge. And she was like, this is the file. This is all the different incidents that happened. And she just made it seem as if she was crazy. She's making all of this up.
This is what I always say. Women don't care about other women. They just care about themselves. They will steal your man. Because she's presenting to you a dossier of all of these things, and what, you didn't want to look at them? Of course you didn't. You didn't care. That's the ex. You just felt as if she was hating on you. So why would you listen to what she's saying? But now you're about to spin it like, oh, you know what? She tried to warn me and I didn't listen. Of course you didn't listen. Why would you? You didn't care about her. You cared about you.
It's not true. Like, I was one of 3 or 4 women that had gone through the same process with Denzel.
I don't want to go off. Gucci is the good guy. Just not making it out that Gucci is the bad guy. He didn't get blackmailed. He hasn't sold nothing to no one. He hasn't earned a penny from this, and he didn't get blackmailed. Yeah. And
so what was his motivation then? If that was the case, why don't you explain that to me so I can understand what?
So what was his motivation? Bouncer's explaining that Gucci's a good guy. Gucci was not paid anything. He's not earned a penny. So she's like, oh, what was his motivation for doing this video? Victoria Everest, what is my motivation from doing this video? Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get paid off you. But I'm making this video anyway. My motivation for doing this video is the fact that women like you are completely disgusting. And you've been doing what you've been doing for years, but we've never had this on footage. And especially when I know how hard it is for women and abusers to get justice, you are throwing a spanner in the works. And that video was so narcissistic. That video was, you're complete and utter sociopath. You've enjoyed this and you've reveled in this, and you think that men are not going to stand up. There's seems to be a notion that men do not care about other men, but we do. I'm the man's voice, and I'm going to make you aware of this.
What was the motivation to release?
You done an interview on Winners Talking podcast. You've done an interview on Winners Talking podcast.
So I'm asking you, what was said?
I promise you. I promise you, Jay Spades is not going to pay Gucci money to post that on his page.
Yeah, big up Jay Spades, man. But no, he ain't paid nobody. He ain't paid Gucci. He hasn't paid me. He saw something as an injustice and he decided to stand on it. And a lot of other men followed him and stood in it as well. And she keeps clutching at straws and trying to act like me, Jay Spades, Gucci Walker, Jason, we're all linked, but we don't know each other.
Neither am I. I'm telling you, we're not gonna do that. But what I'm gonna explain to you is, you're saying that you've been blackmailed from the video, but you've already got arrested and cautioned or whatever for the video. So how can you be getting blackmailed? And what do you go to the police?
This is gaslighting 101, but it won't work, and this is why she didn't want to go into the snow stream, because she's now trying to say they blackmailed and wanted 10,000 for the video. But if that was the case, then why not go to the police? You never had a problem going to the police. You spoke about calling them 19 times, but all of a sudden now, where are the receipts for they blackmailed me? There's no receipts. But we got receipts for the video of you setting up a man for grape. Yeah, we got that receipt. Yeah, we got that.
Would you have gone to the police anyway? You bring guys to the police 19 times. Why are you going to the police now?
No, I didn't. I just said release it. I said to him, release the video.
But if you're getting blackmailed for £10,000,
I'm not safe in the criminal justice system. There's no justice in the justice system.
So now there's no justice in the justice system. This woman picks and chooses when she trusts in the justice system and trusts in the police. Because when she spoke about her recent relationship with Jason, she said he got jail time. She said the police actually came to help. So what is it? See, the police are there to arrest people, yes, of course. But they're not there for your personal vendettas against men based upon being cheated on. So they weighed up the case and they realized actually this girl's a liar and we're not going to prosecute. And whenever they do that, that's when you hate the police. But when they follow what you want to do, all of a sudden, oh, the police understand me, oh, they're doing their job. Manipulation at its finest.
Whether for the people that have been wrongly abused or rightly abused or wrongly sent to jail, that's not something I rely on. The only thing I could do is remove myself from those people and those circumstances and that environment and focus on myself and channel that energy that I was channeling into falling in love. You remember, both of these relationships, I've met these guys within weeks of meeting these guys, they've moved into my house.
Both of these guys, within weeks of meeting them, they moved into my house. No, you moved them into your house. Ladies and gentlemen, doesn't that give you a better indication type of woman that you're dealing with? Who meets a random man and move them into their house? What about your son? Like, this is why I always say that a lot of the single moms, they don't really care about their kids because you moved these men into your home. They could have been killers. They could have killed your son. Like, they could have raped your son. You're talking about they raped you. It could have got a lot more dark for you.
Moved complete strangers that have nowhere to live into my house. That's how unstable I was.
She moved complete strangers into her house. That's how unstable she was. In her own words, she was unstable. So I think it's safe to say this unstable woman definitely set up this man for grape and false accusations. Like, just listen to her. And this is who you guys are paying to go to your retreat. Is this your wellness guru? Big up Bouncer for being clinical, and this is why she didn't want to go into the snow stream with him and Jay Avalanche. But listening to her, whether or not it's Jason, Denzel, or Gucci, she's using these three men to gaslight and to create a timeline which she can't even figure herself, whether it's a few years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whether or not it's AI. Listen, one consistent thing in all of this thing is she continues to lie. My name is Trend the Man Voice. We've been staying in the story because you guys want me to cover it. If you like the video, then make sure you actually like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell, never miss an upload, and be your